Make great use of your time. I had the idea to write a self-help book back in 2010. I had a general idea of what I wanted to write about. I had the chapters lined up as soon as the idea to write a book came to me. At the time this chapter was written, it was October 5th of 2015. I sat on this idea for 5 years. I had the content to write about. I just moved at a ridiculously slow pace. I am still clueless as to why I was dragging my feet when I was supposed to be writing this audio book. Of course, chapters that I wanted to write about have changed over the course of 5 years. I've had different experiences throughout these 5 years. I can even go so far as to say that have I released this audiobook sooner than when I did, it would not have been as detailed. My perspective is different from 5 years ago. Even in saying all that, I still should have been documenting information about my take on things in my notepad or in my smartphone or whatever. Documenting my perspective is what I wasn't doing, but I will tell you what I was doing within the past 5 years. I was watching reality TV. I was social networking. I was documenting recaps of reality TV while social networking. I was working a second job that I should have moved on from a long time ago. My focus was all over the place. It was on everything else except for where it was supposed to be. In the grand scheme of things, my time management was off. I was focused on everything else except for what my purpose was. I wasted years of my time doing things that I have absolutely no interest in doing now. When you look at life, sometimes you can see exactly why people are nowhere near where they are supposed to be. They spend their time being unfocused. Why are some college students in school for way too long? They may spend the majority of their time partying and bullcrapping. When most of your time is used to party and bullcrap, when do you study? There is a saying that if you want to master something, you have to put 10,000 hours into it. Why do we find ourselves having a passion for something, but we put our passion on hold? I will tell you the reason. We are not inspired. We would rather spend our time focusing on nonsense. It is our job to stay close to the things that inspire us. If you want to be a movie writer, you need to study other great movie writers. You need to figure out what those before you did to achieve great success. That should want to make you be great. It is a great look to see a person you admire winning. To be great, we must spend our time wisely. Sometimes you have to remove yourself from what others are doing. Their focus and your focus may be totally different. The people you are hanging around may not have a problem with mediocrity. When you don't have a problem with mediocrity, forget greatness. You have time to focus on things that don't matter. To be great, you have to utilize your time wisely. You have to utilize the time you would normally set aside for foolishness to focus on being better. Sean Puff Daddy Combs is worth over $700 million. I watched him in an interview one day. The most important piece of information that I took away from that interview was him saying, and I quote, "I have 24 hours in a day like everybody else." End quote. That let me know that time is one of the most valuable items we have on this earth. Use your time wisely.